Welcome class back in session. How you doing? Welcome back to Let's Play Asagao Academy Neural Boots Club. We're gonna start another rut today. And that's how we're doing it. Not important. We're gonna be behind this time. Talking to him. This is the people not take over main LP after Statistical Stones always complete, when that's done, it'll be fit for something else, and this will continue to be side LP. Of course. Sure. If you haven't seen the, if you don't want me to skip this, too bad. I mean, it's all relatively the same every time. So let's let it go. Student government. I haven't smashed in months, so I've been distracted with Preview Tetris and Shantae, Mario Kart 8, and anything else on my Switch. It's hard to start recording because I have a Switch I can play instead. Which is a lot more fun. I also have to put attention to grinding for the stuff I need. The points, everything else is unlocked. I've got 130% completion in the story, that's how much you can get. We're going to go with Paul. I've decided to ask Paul. My burst into laughter. Paul will constantly lead you to the most embarrassing situation of your life? Well, it's not just him who does it. You were glutton for punishment. Well, go on. I wanted to Asagao for a full hour. Absolute clues as to where she can find a single member to continue. They're always off somewhere doing something that always getting down to shenanigans instead of some kind of plot. Even if someone saw them in the library of the cashier, they were gone by the time Hana went to check. Seeing a wild goose chase, eventually she crawled up to the 4th floor of Asagao, acting as if she were checking her rock or something. Place your head on the cool metal surface. How was it going to find them? Hey Hana, are you? Ah! Also behind her, visibly surprised. You alright? Yeah, no, I'm fine. What did you need? Go to the Fire Festival, right? It's got an opportunity to get to know Higabana. Small towns like this aren't really my thing, but it's got a good bit of history behind it. Might help you feel more at home. I heard Higabana was steeped in culture and traditions, but it seemed like Asagao Academy were changing the dynamic of the town quite a bit. When we had the Fire Festival, it was custom to give someone a far to ask them to go with you. Hurry, nobody did that anymore. Oh, this is true? Except if you wanted somebody to go with you to the dance here, like my high school dance, had to give them a flower to go, hey, come on, let's go, and they would have that flower on them so they could just say no and just show the flower. I mean, asses. So if I had to just say no, I always gave a rose, but it never ended to do well for me. How does her hands? If Paul was bringing it up, was he asking her, or she can't ask him, but he was bringing it up in a funny fashion. Maybe he didn't see her that way. I think so. Maybe with Mai if she doesn't get a date. You gonna go with anyone? Me neither. Really now? The third tightened. So he was planning asking her, or was this his way of letting her know if she could ask her if she existed? Or was he making casual conversation? Yep, not too bad about it though. It's been a year, and it doesn't usually turn out well. With her at least, I have a great time. Eh? Why's that? I don't actually know. Maybe it's the wrong person? Or maybe I have something stuck in my teeth? Every year? I had no idea what he was trying to accomplish. But you can ask him for this though. Might as well try. Actually, now that you brought it up, I thought it might be cool if I could go with you this year. I was. There it was. She did it. Good job, Hannah. Policy was taking it back. You get confused. Yeah, should I show you about the last ones I went to? Yeah. Of course. It's really nice to me since I got here. I managed to make friends with everyone, primarily because of you. It'd be a lot to do to have my first craft festival with you. In that case, of course I'll go. Didn't know you rated my stupid little acts of kindness so highly. Especially considering they were usually used to make up for unintentional harm. Hope it gets better than the last few years did. Don't worry, I'm sure it will. Right, so pick up tomorrow night? Sounds fine to me. Wait, did he say we? I noticed his eager eyes and bright smile. Nah, it was probably a slip of the tongue. See you then. My chuckled as she watched Hannah nervously adjust her hair in front of the mirror. I look so cute, you don't have to worry about. What's the new? I think this is sprites or portraits or cutout. This is just a cutout from mine. I haven't seen that one. I guess so, but I've never been on a date before, so maybe Paul is your first. She started to apply an extra dash of gloss to her lips. He's nice and reliable, even if things get really crazy when he's around. I feel like I can always count on him to make things better. Well, he's no Jared, but I wish you luck. If you fall for our president, there's no way I'm gonna hold you back. Fallen? She winked at her. No? Did you go in with him platonically? Bingo. I thought so. Pretty happy to so. But horrible thought occurred to Hannah. Something she hadn't considered until just now. Did Paul know she intended to be a date? She twisted her card in her hands and glanced out the window. The lights of the festival glistened in the distance, and small groups of people traveled the grounds towards it. Of course she knew it was a date. Paul wasn't stupid. Sure, he was a boy, but he must have picked up on it. Oh, I think I've seen him coming. She flew the mirror to double check herself just once, decent enough, and dashed to the door. I better tell you everything when you get back. I will, promise. And with that, she was out the door. She shuffled noisily down the hallway. It was difficult to walk in her yukata. Fabric restricted the movement of her legs, and her sandals tried to jump off her feet at every turn. She hit the first floor and pushed open the door nervously. Hannah! Hello. Guys! Hannah, you look amazing, really good. Josh shot next to grab, but they didn't seem to notice. Thanks, fancy meeting you here? Paul chuckled. It would be nice to go as a group for once. These two are more than up to spend the festival with you. I don't know what he's talking about. Josh hit the ground and Nick rubbed his neck sheepishly. Hannah swallowed. Yeah, it's fun. I was looking forward to it all day. The throat tightened. Smile, Hannah, smile. This is fine too. So he didn't realize it was a date. Who cared? She was still spending the festival with him. Yeah, with Josh and Nick besides. Yeah, it's fun. So where are we going? Already to the game booth. This is still those great cakes. Oh, there's a bonfire every year. These jobs stare at each other. So I just did everything. How I did a whip. Well, I told her that at the very end of the festival, everyone would gather on the bonfire and serve with additional fire booming dance. Something that was specifically Hingabana. She sounded fascinating and romantic, and that was what I wanted to do most. That was what she wanted to do most of all. But she Nick, Paul, Josh, and her heart sunk. There was no way it was going to be possible. Not all of them. No, for the other festival, it was a sworn duty to tuck them out before the dance came to pass. I'm actually reminded when I did the homecoming. We tried to get even with guys and girls. That didn't happen. There were 2 extra guys. So it was me, 2 guys, and one girl did the part. It was kind of interesting, but I did my part, and I was popular for the next 2 weeks. So I forgot about it. If you ever want to be popular, you might want to take part in homecoming. It's kind of one of the coolest things you can do. I set her chin, staring straight at them. Bring it on. 2 separate hands grabbed her wrist, and like that, she was jetting across the campus into the neighboring field of Higginbana. Higginbana really was a nice, quaint little town. Primarily the home of the families who owned farms responsible for Asagao's fresh food supply and helped the population of retirees. There's no need to stir up trouble or have games on the streets. Anything, judging from the way the townspeople passed from group to group, the most deadly thing they ever did was gossip and eat fried cheesecake. See, they put the flowers into the cakes, and it's totally edible and safe, and just the neatest thing if you ask me. Nick giggled, shooting like a ball. He was sad about flower cakes, isn't it cute? Maybe it's Joshua coming out in him. It is so hard to believe I can find cakes with. Is it hard to find cakes with eating? I have some kind of good in the world, and I'm almost entirely certain these flower cakes are it. Oh yeah, sure, definitely, I believe you. Josh just found the light. Josh stopped, crossing his arms. You guys are the real reason I'm like this. Honey giggled. But Grandma is exactly what everyone loves about you. That's why they tease you so much. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess so. Isn't that bad, is it? There are worse things. You possibly introduced say cake so then turned into her. What do you want? Pick anything off the menu. I'll get it for you. Really? You never seen this, Josh. In fact, you still owe me for that coffee 3 weeks ago. Only you would hold that against me. Can I try the green tea sakura cake? Josh purses this and orders from the lady at the stall. She's not counting at her, and her heart is squeezed. I'm sorry, squeezed. She reminded her of her mom. She held the cake with trembling hand, and Josh gently took it. When he paid her, she looked up in surprise, put a finger to her lips, and shook his head. Then he handed her cake, handed Mohamed's cake to her. Josh, did you just? Nope, I didn't. I did nothing. But as I saw the woman wave joyously at them, the whole time she hadn't said a word. She bit behind the cake in her palm. Oh! Cake melted into her mouth, leaving behind a soft perfume and a robust herbal taste. It had a very earthy, very natural feel, but in a way that was sweet and delicious as opposed to disgustingly healthy. I had herbal tea the other day. It was interesting. Once a year, you can only get this once a year. It's a tradition for me. You done? I want to go play the games. Josh found and said nothing. This time, Nick took the place on his side, sweeping halfway down the lanes. How many of the boys knew where to go to find what they wanted was beyond her. Every stall looked the same, and the savory smells floating through the air didn't help her distract her mind. Here we are. Nick right at the corner and Hannibal. Crane games? They're the best. I'm actually very crane games. If you go an uncle, you'll instantly get good at crane games. I don't know what it is, but it's just you don't see it get good. If you're not very good, well, can't hurt to practice or learn the 14 different tricks to it. Look out the Queen point out all. Sure out the fact that the time was king of Honor, someone managed to gather together enough power ships for an entire block of crane games on the outskirts of town. First, a large pink number and pull out several coins. Okay, Hana, I'm gonna need your absolute help. This one's timer goes a little fast, so you need to stand on the side of the machine, tell I'm about to push the crane to get that little puppy there. He pointed at a brown, confused looking puppy. Can't you see it yourself? Ah, but the glass is warped, so you can't actually tell your positioning. It's the old trick of the book. Hana I secretly wondered whether Nick had a gambling habit and squeezed between the pink machine and another, much hotter red one. Go! Nick pushed came forward and to the left. His arms pressed to the glass. Where am I? Go to the right a bit more. Here? Further! Here? Wait, go back a bit. Almost out of... Okay, you grab me at the little public torso. You got it. No. Watch. Okay, was up and the way the puppy's giant head pulled out of the claw. Claw pulled back to the hole, dropping nothing as a prize. Well, if you were done with this riveting performance... Again. What? That's good, Hana. In the end, it took Nick $7 to pull the puppy out of the crane. Yay! The fire jumped in the hole and ready to shout through Hana's body and to a banshee, pulling Nick into a giant hug. It's just too puppy. I waited for you. What? No, I couldn't. I couldn't have won without you. Just take it. He shoved it into her hands and then took several steps away, taking a sudden but intense and tiny hole on the side of the road. Right, the bonfire then? The bonfire was huge, much bigger than I ever expected. Apparently the whole town gathered together the week before the festival, touching trees that had already died or were in perilous, potentially horrible positions, and cut them down to form this immense fire. She stepped to it, warming her hands. Now that they were no longer near the stalls, the bonfire and the stalls were just away from each other so as to kill people. Night chill enclosed them. Yeah, I saw the fire like a force field, beating the chill back. I see you also enjoy bonfires. Of course, we also enjoy seeing the awesome versus power fire. I hate the smell of smoke. Shut up, Josh. I wasn't sure what they were supposed to do by the fire, but it seemed Paul hadn't wanted to do anything. They stood in a circle talking about the school, the local legend, anything that popped into their heads. Somehow Josh Jake found sticks on the ground and started sword fighting, making waves noise with the mouse. Paul and Hana watched from afar. Like when they joined them? Not this time. These are a long-running grudge. There's no way I'm getting involved in that. The battle grew more and more heated. Nick broke Josh's stick and Josh shot a much longer, sturdy one, almost like a mini log. No longer able to defend himself, Nick acrobatically dodged the stick with a series of complicated flips and twists. It seems like he should have made it easier for Josh to hit him. And harder. But okay, it worked. It wasn't until Nick scared off the ground into Josh's eyes that Hana felt the need to step in. Ow! What's Nick? I didn't line this route. Again, if I don't say it, don't say it. Oh, you could just, I wouldn't. Hey, let's just calm down here. Josh was me walk blind towards the sound of her voice, and she shrieked. Paul grabbed her naked out of the way, so that instead of hitting her, he gazed at the bonfire with set of light. Oh my god, go blind. Why did flames trail down the log out of the ground where the dry grass started to pick it up? But Paul! Fire! Oh my god, fire! It's the fourth-year teacher showed up out of nowhere with a leather jacket and started beating the flames with it. Sorry, Miss Zuckerberg kicked the log outside so I wasn't checking more flames on the bonfire. There was so much jacket fire, Miss Zucker stomping, the fire was clearly put out. She waited, Hana raised smoke from her face, coughing up a storm. Hana. Boys. Paul up his hands and surrendered. Understood, we're leaving. They pulled Josh up by his arm, Paul himself if getting carried away. The four of them headed back to campus. No one seemed particularly bothered by nearly burning down an entire festival and possibly hundreds of people. Instead, they stood around in a circle, drinking coffee with each other about stupid things. Time passed, and Hardy's yawns became more and more frequent. Seeing this, Paul cut his hands together. I think it's about time you head back. Don't you guys? Hardy been arguing about love triangles and modern romances. Hardy didn't think Nick and Josh even heard him, but the lower half of their bodies turned to walk them to the Boo house. The eyes never leaving each other's faces. She let Paul fall, but instead he downed at her side, staring up at the stars. Are you going to head back in with them? Well, while we're going through the festival, it occurred to me that maybe, perhaps, Pam wanted me to bring them with me. She ushered Harvey and Paul snapped. Paul did again, didn't I? No, I mean, I tried anyways. Even if this was the first date, she thought she decided to be. She felt stupid for getting so worked up, for getting Maya so worked up, but as far as festivals went, this was certainly one of the better ones she had. Hana means it was the only one, but drums started beating in the distance. The bonfire flicked more than usual, and when she looked, she saw people gathering around it, the beginning of the two-shot dance on the swing. She also aimlessly. There's no way she was going back there now, not after nearly burning down the festival. That didn't stop her from wanting to join in. So he had her on her waist. I know that's around. More of the CG gallery. Paul? Paul jumped softly, swaying to the beat of the song. Seemed like this was something you wanted to do. Was that right? She nodded, blushing horribly. His hand was warm in hers, and it was incredibly hard not to think about how physically close they were to each other. Not just their faces, but their whole bodies. She had never been so close to a man before. Gingerly shifted a hand to his shoulder. He smiled when she touched him, gazed deeply into her eyes. She looked away. What were people supposed to do when they were with an attached person? Just stare at them? It was way too close for comfort. So Nick and Josh are nice. She held the first thing that popped into her mind. Just desperate for something to ally away the sudden tension, but if anything, it made it worse. Paul chuckled again. Yeah, he had a few years at this point. They almost look brothers to me. We met in film club back in elementary school. Your elementary school had a film club? Yes? His question was so sharing and confused that she instantly shut up. Different worlds. We live in different worlds. Well, first Nick and Josh were friends. I knew them, but we didn't hang out much. In middle school, Nick and I ended up working on a project together. The three of us and our friend Don, we were inseparable. Don? Yeah, we were very close. He made this plan that all four of us would sell Asagao together, and he got in. But long story short, his parents refused to send him. Thought we were bad influences, I guess. Paul shrugged. Hans had raised with his shoulders. They all decided to stick together. We wanted to do some film stuff here, but Asagao really likes to work for clubs. That was one of the reasons I wanted to become class president. Right now, they can change the rules for the clubs with a backward glance. The colleges here provided their own funding. Apparently, because our parents are rich, Asagao doesn't have to support extracurricular needs. Paul rolls his eyes. In the meantime, we started to continue in the newspaper and use it for everything, really. Or we did, right until the election last year. Now it's more functional than fun, but I guess that's just how things go. So, you usually want to work with film? Oh yeah, definitely. That's a big passion. Or I guess we have lots of passions, but that's the big one. That's one of the reasons why the student council presidency is important to me. Paul drew his head to the side. She followed his gaze, but he was staring out into the darkness. Paul? The drum stopped. The song's over. She realized that the darkness he was looking at was the bonfire was, so they put it out. The festival was over. Paul and I stood away from each other, and suddenly the cold night air surrounded her. She shivered. You should get inside. Don't want to catch a cold. She nodded. Thank you for this. I don't think you called it this year. Paul laughed. Well, then I'm glad. We're not afraid so bad, is it? He shook her head, smiling as he shooed her inside. Alright. So maybe the five was exactly what she thought it would be. Maybe it wasn't her first date, but she had her first dance with the guy and she had a wonderful time. As you put Nick's push puppy on her desk, she smiled. She was set up with that. Next time, Chapter 2.